Osea, het is nu om de vlot nog. Ja, we hebben de hele tijd pizza.
Oh, I will hold it. But no, I'll hold it a little bit because I heard last time I was too loud. So hold it here whenever I go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost ready for kickoff here at the Independence Stadium in Windhoek City for African Stars, the Demaring champions versus Civics. And on our screen we have the starting lineup, which is a customary 11 for coach Marvin Bakera, only with two changes, which will see Garuka, who is out for this game due to yellow cards. I like to say the strongest man in the league. One of the fullbacks is that he might pick up yellow cards, but rightfully so. But coming in for his position is a comfortable fit in Gianluca. Then of course we will have Kwesi coming out for Bakonja. But everything else is normally the same for Coach Bakera. So as an African Stars platform, we are looking for what might be a comfortable 3 points for Stars, but never in football is 3 points comfortable. And just in the last game, we had 3-1 versus Commerce Nampol. A very important 3 points there, but don't get it confused. 3 points is also a important result here for the champions, just to make some leeway, just to make some air between themselves and Ongos FC. Ongos FC will be playing a very important game themselves versus Commerce Nampol tomorrow here at the Independence Stadium. So that is a very big game. It will basically determine who will end up second and who will end up third. But for today, we will see African Stars versus Civics. Civics sitting very dangerously in the bottom of the log. They are 14th, so they really have to put some results in. This is a hard game to actually start that today, but sitting on 12 points, Live Fighters are 15th with 8 points, so maybe no danger in going 15th, but Okakarara Young Warriors are 12th, so Civics with 12 points as well. So Civics might want to get some points on the board, maybe just go higher. If they win this game, they could find themselves at 10th. So jumping maybe 4 slots in their log up to 10th if they grab a surprising, maybe even a shocking 3 points here against the champions. So their head coach, Jeremy Zimmer, really rallying his troops to say, guys, as a Windhoek club, we do not wish to get relegated. Civics is one of those old crooks in the log, in the league. They did finish 10th last season. So maybe around 10th and higher would be a fair finish position for them in the log. So they have a lot of work to do. And as I said again, against the champions, it is a hard one to do. The players in form, of course, for Stars, Juja, Ibrahim Yosef. This is really a player on form here. Again, I love to state that his aerial ability is one to watch. He's not a tall man, the number 21, but he does have a knack to calculate the flight of the ball and get it on his chest, get a good header on the ball. So he will be one to watch against Civics today. And of course, Salazar is still on the bench for Stars, and he had a good game against Komas Nampo when he came on. His form was in question, but he had an assist. So Salazar this season hasn't produced, but yesterday he found his first assist for the season. He had around 6 goals last season, so he might want to get some minutes in here versus a bottom of the log team. But Juja, with 5 goals so far this season, is really finding form. And of course, we can't talk about form if we're not going to talk about the 2-star men, the best combination, 1-2 knockout combination in the Deberine Premiership, that is Awilo and Kambatu. Kambatu with 7 goals and 10 assists. And Awilo with 12 goals and 2 assists. So Kambatu really contributing to most of the attacking sequences for Stars. Most of the attacking sequences in the entire Premier League. So he will definitely be one to watch for Coach Zimmer and his Civics team, the number 7 Kambatu. And just a player by the name of Mbakonja coming back into the starting lineup. He scored a free kick, 2 goals versus the 10-0 rout versus Young Brazilians. Scored a beautiful free kick and a breakaway goal. So he has 2 goals and 1 assist to his total tally for the season. Gianluca, also a player that has 1 goal and 2 assists as a defender. So he might want to add to his tally in this game. So just before kickoff, please share, like and subscribe to All African Stars content. Tell your football friends and family that we are live for today's game and Sunday's game versus Tigers. And as it begins, we have Kambatu finding Gianluca. Here's Hambira. Kambanda. And Civics, in their last game, unfortunately, they had a draw versus Ongos FC. So Ongos FC know very well the capabilities of Civics. A 1-1 draw versus Ongos FC. So a good result versus the top team in the log for Civics. So they can look at this game and say, guys, we could do it versus Ongos FC. Let's try and get some points in our bag today. But Coach Bakera, I'm sure he knows of Civics fight, of Civics spirit. So he would not want any goals to be conceded, 1 at most. Mahareru. Coach Bakera here, you might not see it in the picture, but he's already at the halfway line, constructing Awilo just to find the space, find the runs. Turning Lungu to please cut back in. That is Coach Bakera in his beautiful white t-shirt. Might have bought it just today. It's very white, very shiny. Don't tell him I said that, but yes, indeed. Here's Gianluca Maharero. Maharero, another player that has just slot in comfortably. He's really getting all the starts in these last 5 games. He's a comfortable feature now here in the midfield, 4 stars with Stiga. So those two really working well. Missed time pass there from Hambira. That's really unnecessary. And here is Civics trying to mount an attack there with the number 20, John Doe. Awilo. Almost came off with that flick. And the number 10. And Stars now again with the ascendancy with Lungu. He's going to find Juja. Lungu again with that left foot. The cross comes in and the volley is just mistimed there from Awilo. My goodness, almost 1-0 in the opening minutes of the game. And of course, the earliest goal of the season might have been against Orlando Pirates Tigers. Stars will be playing Tigers on Sunday. Tigers scored a goal. Almost an attack there for Civics, but Tigers scored a goal in the first 50 seconds of the game versus Orlando Pirates. So Orlando Pirates, the game ended 1-0. They did not concede again. But Pirates really need to have concentration in the finals in the second half of the season. Because conceding a goal in the first 50 seconds is not one of a team that is together. Kambatu, that was kept in. Awilo just taken off the ball there from Kawanap, the number 10. Hambira, always comfortable. Awilo trying to hit the header on, trying to find Juja. The midfield battle, always an important one for Stars. With Stiga, Maharero and Bakonja trying to control that. Bakonja really is more of an attacking source in the midfield, and Maharero really the box-to-box midfielder with Stiga as defensive. Lungu, you will have a field day with his crosses with his left. Maybe adding to his tally of 1 assist this season. You might think that he might have more, but only 1 assist the whole season here, Lungu. Here's Awilo. Sorry, that was Kambanda, the left-sided defender in this back 3 for Stars. Kawanab won that ball, but Benson, the number 28, not holding on. And he might have another opportunity, but the change of play. But Gianluca is very alert to get that ball. And a missed time pass there from Maharero, who has to commit the foul on Kawanab. The referee is not looking in his handbook for a yellow card there. Maybe just a little bit of a talking to. But these set pieces are set pieces that Stars do not want to face often. It must be said that during Coach Kofi's reign, African Stars really conceded a lot of free kicks, but in the time of Coach Bakera now, maybe free kicks are a thing of the past for Stars. And again, maybe just a missed communication or misconcentration there from Gianluca. The foul throw is given to Civics, and now the referee giving another one. It's always amazing to see a foul throw in a Premier League game. But here's the throw in. Good clean-up job there from Hambira, who finds Kambatu, who's lacing himself on the line, and the ball would have been lovely if it kept on rolling inside for Awilo. But nothing doing there. Here's Kifas with the throw-in. Marshall Kifas. And one of the assistants from Civics are just coming to the touchline just to communicate to his players that they need to be switched on during these throw-ins. All the chances that they can muster need to be taken seriously against the champions. Bakonja doing well there. Awilo finding Lungu, hopefully, and there he is found. And Juja coming up against the number 3, puts a little bit of a pass in there, but Awilo does well to clean up and get the ball back. Lungu. Kambanda with a lovely, be calmer with his passes, doesn't need to rush. Bakonja. Kambatu. He's losing the ball there to Kifas, who takes the throw to Nareb. Nareb finding a shot from Benson, the number 28. He seems to be a hungry one there. Seems Benson, number 28, and Kawanap, the two players in that midfield for Civics that are really looking for the ball, looking for the moments, the important moments. And of course the striker, John Doe. Yes, his name is John Doe. The number 20 here, he's giving pressure to Maharero as Maharero makes a beautiful pass to Juja. Juja easily will find Gianluca, who needs to make that cross. Cuts back in. Let's see his left foot. He doesn't use it. Juja might want to find Gianluca again, but doesn't. Maharero. Good tackle there from Trevor Ronaldo. Kawanap. Maybe you at home can comment in the comments and tell us how many foul throws have you seen in one game. Kifas. Nareb with a good header on to John Doe. John Doe finding Kawanap. Kawanap coming back for more fire on this left wing. He really had the opportunity to change the play. But good defensive work there, and the ball might have been kept in there from the defender, the number 15, Hosea Nankambe. Commander just founding Lungu. Lungu chesting well, doing well to keep that ball alive. Well to find keeper ball. Tisiro. Good pass to Maharero. Maharero, another great pass. Maybe pass of the game already. Finding Lungu. Lungu has his left foot ready. He's always ready with that left foot. You would have not heard the end of it if he scored from there. Joseph Lungu. Good cross in there. Beautiful pass from Maharero. We might have to add that to his highlight reel. But it started from a good pass from Tisiro. 1, 2, 3 passes, almost leading to a freak goal. But that's exactly what the champions can do. Here's the goalkeeper, Namasep. Out there from Stiga. Here's Kawanap, who's touched the ball many times. Nareb. Kawanap again fighting hard. Mbira. Almost finding Juja. Kambatu. Trying to find Awilo. Number 22, Usep will take this throw in the top left flank for Stars. Does clear it now, finding Maharero. Stiga did well there to keep the ball, and Maharero does well again. Good combination play by the two. Lungu. Gianluca trying to open up his body, but he needs to make sure that Nareb, this number 21 here on this left flank for Civics, is alive. Kawanab really doing well in that midfield. Here's the number 11, Shilongo. The first time to have an attack here. Finding the number 28, he chips. Oh my goodness. That was Benson, the number 28 for Civics, doing well. That's his very own highlight. I will give it to him. He did well by chipping the ball past Hambira, who was still on the floor. Quite embarrassing there for Charles. But my goodness, he had a simple task of just side footing it or putting some laces under the ball just to hit it through Disiro. And he lofted it over the crossbar. So the first big opportunity falling to Civics. But another play, good play from Shilongo. That was on the right wing there. The number 11, but it started from the number 10, Kawanap, who seems to be one to watch for Civics. He's alive. He's put some tackles in. He's put some good passes in. So definitely Benson, number 28, and the 10 for Civics, the two players connecting well so far in this first half. Gianluca. Stiga. That ball will be flicked on. Almost. Awilo does very well there. Makonja couldn't catch on the ball, but the ball might have been gone back to Gianluca, who has another opportunity. He's going to look for the cross. He looks for a very good pass to... But Makonja almost having a good opportunity, good combination there with Awilo. But the flicks didn't find the feet of another Stars player. Good play from Gianluca, keeping the ball alive on this right flank as a right back. And sorry, Stars are playing a back four. I always forget about Lungu. Lungu is so advanced as a defender that he seems like a left winger, but he's definitely a left back. So the back four of Stars is a complete set of Lungu, Haimbira, Gianluca, and Edmund Kambanda. Just for a little bit of information, this is a African Stars platform. You are watching live on Facebook or on YouTube. So my commentary as Emmanuel Nkara will be based on what I see from an African Stars standpoint. So the word biased cannot be used. You don't call you don't call Arsenal TV biased. It's Arsenal TV. So essentially, this is a platform provided by African Stars Management. So our focus is African Stars. And just another team that keeps on making the headlines, Black Africa. My goodness, I can't even imagine what is going through their team structure at the moment. They have been suspended by the Southern Stream First Division. The time frame of that suspension is yet to be determined, but to register two teams, I mean, I've never heard that before. If you are watching live now and you've seen something like that happen in the world game, please tell us, share that information with us. But I think it's a first. We might get into the Guinness Book of Records if it is a first in the world. But Black Africa is too good of a team, too good of a history. Juja almost using his chest there well. The ball almost got out, but he did well to win that corner for Stars. But just coming back to Black Africa, it's too good of a historical team to be going through all these issues. I just hope them well, and I hope they can field a team that competes well in the first division and makes their way back into the Demerine Premiership where they rightfully belong. But here comes the corner from Bakonja, number 27 for Stars. He's a good set piece taker. Most of the time Awilo does take these corners, but almost finding the head of Kambatu. It was deflected on Nareb, which results in another corner for Stars. Gianluca coming up, and Bakonja is staying back to mark John Doe. The corner comes in, headed out by Nankambe. And Coach Bakera, you can hear him from the commentary box calling Gianluca, maybe just to be alert if the ball does come out from this corner. The corner is low, it's tricky. Kambatu again, headed out there from Kawanap, finding Benson. Here is John Doe. He flicks it, he tried to flick it to Shilongo. It would have been a very good flick, a very good combination play from Civics. Stars were almost in danger. Luckily that flick did not come off. Gianluca. Maharero, another bad pass there. Those small passes, those underestimated passes need to come off correctly, especially in the midfield. Maharero now with another opportunity. Good pass there. Kambanda. Finding Kambatu again. He might want to find Lungu, but looks to cross the ball himself, to trust himself. And that ball finding Gawanap Stiga. Beautiful flick there to evade the tackle. Gianluca. First time, first touch needs to be on par. John Doe. Civics are mounting an attack, but Kambanda will not be fooled by that throw-in. The first touch in this first half from a few Stars players is slightly off. Gianluca and Maharero. Another bad pass there from Ambira. These bad passes, these bad first touches might result in dangerous moments for Stars. Here is John Doe. He's going to receive that tackle. Good tackle there from Charles Ambira. But it's really down this right hand side for African Stars where the passes and the first touches are not clean, and that does result in small moments for Civics. Civics are maybe 2 through balls away from having another clear-cut chance with this long throw in here, it seems, from Kifas. He's like Delep from Southampton. Oh, Stoke City, I apologize. Juja doing well there. Juja looking for the run from Kambatu. This is where Kambatu shines. And he seems to have impeded the number 22 Romario Usep, who did well there. He's actually a right back, but he found himself in that position trying to hold back Kambatu. But that's really the moment where Kambatu shines, where the ball is passed into space. And he can cut in and beat the defender for pace. We will see him do that in this game. Makonja trying to find Kambatu, which he does. Might want to win a corner here, but he does cross the ball in to Bakonja. Bakonja clattered into the keeper for the header. The ball bounced to a free Awilo, and Awilo maybe didn't catch it the way he wanted to with his left foot, and the ball bounced into the hands of the goalkeeper. So you can count that as a very good chance for African Stars. So 2 great chances for both teams, respectfully. It's a great show of Debmarine Premiership football when a team in the bottom of the log is playing the champions who are on top of the log, and the game is closely contested. It all comes down to class at the end of the day. Juja, let's see what he can do there with his left foot. He's going to pass it in the middle of the box, fighting Bakonja. The touch, not well. Maharero there with a good first touch. That tackle there on Kambanda still finds Lungu, who puts the ball in, headed out well. Stiga fighting with Nareb. Nareb trying to find John Doe. John Doe Gasono. Lungu. Another bad first touch there, and now Benson finding John Doe. John Doe will take the shot, and good save there from Disiro. He had to be awake. There's a good first time shot there from John Doe Kasonu. Bad pass there. Here comes Civics again in the midfield. Kawanap trying to find Shilongo. Good header out there from Kambanda. Lungu. Maharero doing well there to keep the ball alive for Stars. Jean-Luc. Ball just going out there, unfortunately for Juja. Assistant coach for Civics, it might be, or the coach there, Mr. Zimmer, just talking to Narib, the number 21, trying to get the ball from his opposite number, Juja. And Gawanab has made that tackle, and an attack mounting for Civics. Gawanab and Narib really working well, almost a junkie there on Juja. Juja won't have that allowed on him. So good fighting on this flank close to the stadium for between Juja, Narib and Gawanab. Last season, Civics, this is the first game between these two sides this season. Last season, Civics actually drew versus African Stars and lost a game. So a 1-1 result and a 1-0 result versus Stars. So not really conceding too many goals versus African Stars. They want to do the same here tonight, here live at the Independence Stadium. So please like, share, and follow all African Stars platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And shout out to your football friends and family and say, guys, the game is live. Here it is. Just follow the link and you can watch the champions control the Debmarine Premiership at the top of the log. Again, a nail bite, yellow card worthy. The referee is not looking in his pocket, but that was a stamp of a tackle that seriously needs a talking to. Gianluca is lucky to come out of that clean. Free kick taken here by Hosea Nankembe. Hosea lofts it in, trying to find Nareb. Good header out there, Gianluca. And of course, we are in the month of December. Awilo has won Player of the Month 3 months in a row. So that was September, October, and November. Willie Stefanos is really one to watch. Last season scoring 20 goals. That's a good save. Good catch, rather, from a pressurized Desiro from John Doe. But Awilo really needs to be congratulated on his efforts for this championship team. The discussions are still open for his to see that as Namibian football fans. He's open to it. I know he personally wants to play at the highest team of his abilities. He is comfortable here at Stars. There's no speculation that he will leave. But if African Stars can win the Debmarine Premiership for this year, it would be in his discretion. I personally will ask him to do whatever he wants to do because he gave this team 2 league titles in a row. Just a winded player here for Civics. He got a little bit of a shot into these midriff. The midriff area is that area there where in the middle of your stomach where your lungs connect. If the ball hits you there, you have to sit down. So that is the number 28, Benson. He will be fine. And as the game continues, here is Stiga, our captain, bringing up the ball, finding Gianluca. Kabatu, Gianluca. It might have been a throw-in to African Stars, but the linesman ruling it as a throw-in to Civics. Kawanab with maybe his first missed time pass of the game. Here he is again. And as this free kick is taken in Civic's own half, they will be trying to get over the back line of Stars, which they have. And Gianluca had to put a head on it. Kawanab doing well to shield. Nareb. Herrero good with the tackle. Bakonja, and very vocal, telling his players every touch of the ball. He's done well as a coach so far this game and touched onto it. But as the goalkeeper, they will be playing Blue Waters on Saturday at the Oshakati Independent Stadium. So it is a home game for Chula Chula. That is also a very important game in the standings for this Debmarine Premiership. So African Stars are on top of the log playing Civics, who are 14th. Ongos FC, who are second, are playing Komas Nampo, who are third. And Blue Waters in this Debmarine Premiership, you hear no issue. The Civics player, but play goes on. The Tigers could also be in that boat. Tigers are currently 6. So African Stars will be facing a strong Tigers team that just beat Orlando Pirates on Sunday in Okahanja. Kambatu finding Awilo. He's given grass to run, given grass to think, and he thought of a throw-in. Harero. Agru pass. Beautiful to see. Lungu might look for a shot. He's going to look for a cross. He wanted to have the back heel. He's going to try and beat Shilongo. It's him versus Shilongo. Shilongo does well to win the ball. Kawan up. Sorry, this is Benson. Benson doing well in the midfield, but loses the ball. He could have had the easy pass to Gawan up. Lungu with the cross. There is a tackle there. Awilo. Juja found himself on the floor. He's looking at the referee to ask her what happened. He might have felt impeded. Gianluca with the throw-in. Stiga. That ball needs to be sharp. Gianluca did not need to throw that ball into the fire of midfield, because if it's lost, it's really lost. And that is what happened. It is a foul given to Civics. Hosea. Lungu. Juja. Here's Juja. Sorry, that was Bakonja finding Stiga, who was trying to find Juja, but the ball trickled out. Here's Shilongo. Seems like a first player on that right wing. That is Tongeni Shilongo. Number 11, and here he is again. He's thinking about it. He's holding the ball up well with Lungu. So he did well to win that throw-in. Good build-up play from Civics. Not getting too hasty. Making their chances count. And the ball kicked out there from the number 3, Steven. And it's high in the air. But if it bounces once, Disiro will get that. And he has. Trying to find Awilo. And the linesman just telling Kambatu to find his space. Gianluca. That cross needs to find somebody. He's going to have another chance here. Maharero. Good turn, bad tackle, foul to Stars. Good position here for a free kick for Stars. It is Kambatu who will take it. He has really gone into his own with these set pieces. It is a good free kick. And it finds the feet of Shilongo, who wants to beat Lungu for pace. I haven't seen that before. Shilungu is a fast one. My apologies again, that was Juja. Because you don't see Lungu getting beaten for pace often. A shot there from Mbakonja with his left foot. He's comfortable with both feet, Mbakonja. But apologies there to Joseph Lungu. I said that you were beaten for pace. I think he'll come back to me and say, no, my brother, that's not possible. So it was Juja. But Shilongo definitely is a fast one. Fast character, the number 11 on the right wing for Civics. Here's Kambanda. Maharero. And just to all our box-to-box fans, we will recalibrate that platform so Stars content can be a good show. We'll definitely maybe incorporate interviews with the fans after games. Those things are still in the works, but stay tuned. Give us suggestions. Comment. Become followers of African Stars content, and we will reply to you. And then maybe you will be an invited guest to one of the games, because you continuously comment and share and like African Stars content. So please engage on all the African Stars platforms. Awilo with the free kick. It has some muscle into it, and too much muscle for Hambira to keep it in. And then is the closing stages of the first half. It is 2 chances to Civics and 1 chance and 3 chances to African Stars. So it might be said as an equally poised 45 minutes between these two teams. And maybe a hero will be called to win the game for either side, or to get that first goal for either side. It might be one of those games. John Doe finding Nareb. Nareb, he wants to find Kifas that ran overlapped, but he found John Doe, who was muscled off the ball from Stiga. It happens to everyone, my brother, so don't worry, don't be sad. Stiga is just that man. Lungu trying to find Kambatu. Good clearance there from Steven. 4 minutes added to the first half. It's a good representation of time added on. Not like the English Premier League that add on 10 minutes. Here in Namibia, we don't have time to waste. We don't have time to waste. 4 minutes added on to the first half. Maharero. Gianluca. Again, a very bad first touch from Gianluca. And he wanted to redeem himself, and he put a boot of studs into the shin of who I believe is Nareb, Denzel Nareb, the number 21, and it was a very, very bad tackle. He will need some time to recover from this. His hands are in his head at the moment, so it is a very bad tackle from Gianluca. The referee is talking to Awilo, just maybe to tell his players Stiga is staying out of it. But the referee is just having words with Awilo just to maybe communicate to his players that these types of tackles are not allowed. Hopefully Nareb will be able to continue, because his combination play with Kawanap has been a light at the end of the tunnel for Civics here on this left wing. The free kick does go to Civics, and it will be Hosea Nankambe to take it. Good header out there from Kambanda. Maharero. Hosea is going to do well to clear that away from Awilo. He keeps it in for John Doe, who is on side. But Kambanda doing well to get that ball out. And again, the arguments from the Civics side is that throw-in was meant for Civics. But from my side, I saw that as a throw-in to Stars. And I'm not being biased there. The referee just wants that to be restarted. I don't know why. It was a legitimate throw-in, but he will take it again. And Disiro, maybe with the last opportunity of the game, will try and find the ball into the final third. It comes back to Civics. And Benson almost trying to find John Doe. And there was a tackle there. There was a dive. And Maharero is in the box for Stars. Apologies. Maharero has been booked for simulation. And in the last few seconds of the game, this is now a good moment for Civics to get this last free kick in. It is given as a... ladies and gentlemen, the foul was given, or the simulation, the yellow card was given for simulation, would it not then result in a free kick? It was given as a throw-in, and Civics take the throw-in. Lungu finding Juja. Kambatu has some space. Bad first touch. Lungu. So maybe a little bit of a story here for the African Stars players, that the first touch is a little bit of a problem, or has been a problem in this first 45 minutes. It hasn't led to any real attacks for Civics. But Coach Marvin Bakera would not be satisfied with that in the first 45 minutes. And there you have it. It is halftime between African Stars and Civics. It is goalless at the 45 mark. Please stay tuned, share, like and subscribe. We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes for the second half.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website at www.hey.com.na.
Yeah.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us at 0613077728 or visit our website.
Welcome back to the live stream for this Debmarine Premiership game between African Stars, the home team, versus Civics FC. My name is Emmanuel Nkara. For those of you who do not know what I look like, I will be doing the post-match interviews with Coach Marvin Bakera and the captain, our captain, Ronald Kachere Stiga. Some people say that we must say his full name as captain. We cannot keep on saying Stiga. So it is Ronald Kachere. And Coach Bakera just having a little huddle here on the pitch just to make sure that all these mistakes that have been happening in the first half are cleared out, especially the first touch, bad first touches from some of the Stars players did not lead into any clear-cut chances for Civics, but they don't want to give opportunities to a team that is in the bottom of the log. They are third bottom. So it is Life Fighters and Orlando Pirates under them. Orlando Pirates definitely at the bottom of the log. And just a substitution here at halftime for African Stars, and it is one that I did have some prediction to, and that is Salazar coming off for Gianluca. And maybe Coach Bakera saw Gianluca being pressured from the left side flank of Civics, and he maybe wanted to stop the bleeding. Gianluca maybe has received a yellow card. We will have that confirmed for his tackle that he did have at the closing stages of the game versus Nareb. But one substitute for African Stars, which is Salazar, coming into the game and attacking force. He did have a good assist in his last game. The last game for Stars versus Komas Nampo. But now he has 45 minutes to add to his goal tally to open his account. He has not scored this season, Salazar. So he has 45 minutes to right that wrong. Maharero will be slotting into the right back position for Stars. He has played defense or defender before at centre back. Now he will be doing so at right back. Whew. Juja J just being fooled a little bit from Shilongo. Hambira will find Kambanda. Here's Lungu. Juja. Stiga. Kambatu. Oh, he beat his player very easily. And he puts the cross in, but he was still under pressure. And that cross, well wide. Here's Shilongo trying to get that ball away from Lungu. Lungu does well. Stiga finding Kambatu again. Kambatu, first time cross, headed away from Usep. Good defensive. Here's Kawanab finding Benson. Good tackle there of the ball from Edmund Kambanda. Juja. Maharero. Stiga. Trying to find Juja again. But Usep doing well and cleared away from danger. It's an important 45 minutes here, or 40 minutes for Stars. They do not want to have a draw versus a team in the bottom of the log. So important 3 points, knowing that they have Tigers on Sunday. Lungu putting in one of his patent crosses, and Kambatu doing well to hold that ball up. He's met there by Mbakonja, but losing the ball now and allows Civics to open up. John Doe chasing with Hambira. Hambira is strong and he's smart. Hambira is strong and he's smart, and he wins that free kick. Shouts at the referee, but he did well. Lungu. Ronald. Trying to find Kambatu. Very good pass, my goodness. A very good pass from Stiga. Fighting Kambatu. One touch. Putting the ball into the box. And Salazar was there. Maybe he could have been there earlier. Coach Bakera did come to the touchline to have some words with Salazar for not really making that run. But it was a beautiful ball from Stiga in his own half to find Kambatu in almost in the box for Civics. And a good tackle there, but a bad pass. A good tackle, but a bad pass from Bakonja. Here's Usep. Straight to Juja, and Juja back straight to Usep. Usep, Shilongo. And the ball is lofted over. Kambanda had to make that header. Benson picks it up. But Kambanda is strong. Look at him go, man. Let him go. Let him go, man. Get the throw in. A good marauding run there from Edmund Kambanda. That's what he can do. He has the ball now again. Maybe having time to change play, but a good run between three players. Salazar. Awilo. Left foot strike. He kind of lost the ball from the pass. Maybe he wasn't expecting it. He did what he could with a little bit of a chip to his left side. The ball looked like it was getting away from him, and he had to have a snapshot which went wide past the left near post. But it seems that African Stars are now really mounting attacks. But Civics are no punks. They are fighting for this game. They know how valuable a point will be. And even more valuable 3 points to get out of the relegation zone. And just a reminder, a win for Civics will take them to 10th. Depending on all other games during this weekend, the round of 14 and 15, but a valuable 3 points against the champions will be one that the newspapers will write about. Of course, African Stars only suffering one loss this season. Edmund just taking his eyes off the ball there, but he will be able to clean that up. He does so smartly. And Lungu just not having enough time to make the pass that was clear to Edmund that overlapped. Kambatu not wasting time, taking the putting in the cross, but it's deflected. He has another opportunity. He puts it into Awilo. Salazar. They were mixed up there together, him and Awilo. So Salazar really didn't have time to take that shot. Here's Bakonja, tackled off the ball, and that tackle results in a free kick and a yellow card. The yellow card is given to the number 13, who did not commit the foul, but maybe for dissent, Haitembu. So 2 yellow cards shown so far in this game. Haitembu for Civics and Maharero for African Stars. And it allows Stars to really have an opportunity here to put in a valuable free kick. It is so juicy for a right-footed player. Awilo, Maharero, and I believe Bakonja are the 3 players looking, apologies, not Bakonja but Kambatu. So those 3 players looking to work this free kick. We could see what he was trying to do, but the wall did its work. And Maharero, who has a very good shot on him, was aiming for the top right corner, but the defense of Civics really did well. The defender headed it just to flick it over the bar. It's always a tense moment when you see Maharero taking a shot. He did take one against Kumas Namfo from almost the circle, center circle, and it hit the post. So if Maharero gets the ball and he loads for a shot, you need to watch where the ball is going, but a corner is the result. Safely headed away. Bakonja here is really having words with the 4th official here at the touchline, but the ball is put back in and Juja almost had a heading opportunity. But small nibbles of conversations all happening around the pitch here. Bakonja was here at our center line, here at the touchline, talking to the referee while the game was on. But chances now are increasing for African Stars. Salazar trying to find Juja. He does. Awilo puts it back in. Bakoja's ready. He was there for an agru. Salazar really playing football now. It's good to see. The cross almost finding Bakonja, but away from the number 15, Hosea. And Kambatu, really multiple chances here for Stars. Another one comes in. The back post is... And Lungu cannot find anyone and puts the ball right into touch. So maybe in these first few minutes of the second half, frustrations, but for many other reasons for Coach Bekera. He's frustrated maybe because the chances aren't being well calculated from his players. They are more attacking, which they need to be. Oh, a header comes out, but Desiro does the good thing, the right thing, and just kicks it out into touch. Gawan up will take this throw in, the playmaker. Shilongo headering it on, but finds Juja. Juja takes it out. Steven, number 3, coming in just to try and clean up, but it finds Kambatu. The foul taken quickly, which results in another foul. Really a stop-start game here in the second half, because both teams are really now saying to each other, guys, let's get some goals on the board. The Red Army wants a goal. I'm sure you watching at home want a goal. You definitely don't want a Civics goal, but African Stars need to find that touch of class to really put the game into their hands. Salazar fighting well. It's good to see Salazar alive again. It'll be an amazing accomplishment if he can be the one to score the all-important first goal here. Bakonja puts a cross in. It's nice for Juja. Hey, my goodness. I love it when the ball gets to Juja's head. Pause. But another good aerial showcase from Ibrahim Yosef Juja, a player on form here. 5 goals so far this season, scoring 2 goals against Komas Nampol and scoring what is, in my opinion, the best goal of the season so far versus Young Brazilians. Please make sure you find the highlights of that 10-0 win versus Young Brazilians. Juja scored one of the best goals you will ever see. Maharero cannot find Kambatu, and the balls come back to John Doe. Nareb was trying to find Benson, but Stiga again with a beautiful ball to Kambatu. Kambatu had to put it in the box and nobody was there. Juja tries to clean it up. Salazar, you were meant to be there. Lungu has another chance to put it in the box, which he does. Salazar. Stiga, he will shoot. I wanted to know where that went. It deflected. Salazar does well to clean up again. Lungu. I could understand what Lungu was trying to do there. He's out of position. He needed to let go of the pass or of the ball. So he took the shot. And I can hear clearly Coach Bakera said, "Why are you impatient, Lungu?" But I could slightly understand what he needed to do there. But here comes Civics with Shilongo. Good cut out ball there from Lungu. Almost finding Juja, but Lungu did well there. Kambanda. A little bit of a high foot, but the referee did not seem to think the same way. It's Lungu and Shilongo fighting there. And the ball finds Stiga. Stiga's calming down the football. Yes, Awilo, Juja, Lungu, Stiga. And that ball is beautiful. It finds Salazar. Salazar puts it back into the box, finding Kambatu. When we watch that replay, we might ask Salazar, why didn't he take that volley? It was so juicy. I used to play soccer back in my day. I would have loved to get a ball like that from Stiga. Stiga has put in 2 balls now that need their own highlights. Sticker is really putting on a show. It will be interesting to ask him these questions after the game. There he goes again, Sticker, man. Almost keeping it in play. He's having a 8.5 out of 10 performance here, our captain. But Salazar really had the opportunity. It bounced for him. He did do the right thing. He did do maybe trying to be a team player and put the ball back into the box for Kambatu. But he might have taken that shot first time. And a good defensive play there from Kambanda, who closed down John Doe. The Civics bench are calling for a free kick there, but no. The game really lighting up now here at the Independence Stadium between these two teams. End-to-end action. Salazar tries to chip it over Steven. Steven does well. Kambatu, he's going to shoot. Almost takes his shirt off in frustration that he couldn't keep that shot on target. But this second half, really action-packed. And maybe it will be a thing of taking your chances, because Stars really are commanding this second half, because Civics has not actually been in the box of Desiro. Juja chested down to Awilo. Juja again, he's going to shoot. He should have shot, but he passes it to Salazar. Salazar gets it back to Juja. Well blocked by the Civics defense. Juja does well to find Awilo again. Awilo beating one player, beating two players. But then he was beaten up and the ball was beaten back into a John Doe who's trying to round Hambira. My goodness, Hambira must get I'm going to shake his hand after the game. The Red Army is even roaring. This is the loudest they have roared so far for that beautiful tackle. I support the Italian national team. And that was almost like Bonucci or Chiellini. A beautiful tackle, a needed tackle on John Doe from Charles Hambira. It was a thing of beauty. Charles Hambira and John Doe Kasonu are still talking to each other. They are mocking each other one-on-one. So continue to watch that battle. The Stars number 5 and the Civics number 20. John Doe is really looking like a good striker. He is a shorter man, so his center of gravity is very pacey. He reminds me of Aguero, a young Aguero, just after he came from Atletico Madrid. So Civics really looking for their danger men in Kawanap and Shilongo and John Doe. Here's Bakonja. Salazar. Salazar. Comfortable with the ball. Kambatu. There's going to be a hero in this game. We don't know who it is yet, but another foul throw. That I believe is 4 foul throws in this game between these two teams. And Kifas will take the long throw in. Nareb flicks it on, finding John Doe, who is offside. And a substitute for Civics will be coming on now. It is the number 12, Kachivena, coming on for the number 21, Nareb. Nareb is on the other side of the pitch, so he doesn't need to come all the way down here. So he will just get off on that side. But Nareb seems to be a young player. He did well. He got a horror tackle in the first half against Gianluca, or from Gianluca. So he has played his minutes. He's done well as the left wing for Civics. And here is the new man, Shilongo. Shilongo doing very well. This guy is very quick. He's very crafty. He puts the good cross in. Hambira couldn't header it on, but Maherero had to do what he just did because there was a player behind him. Kawanab putting the ball in. Woo. And maybe Disiro knew that it was going over the crossbar. He had to be sure. But a very good performance here from Shilongo. This number 11 here. His gas tank is endless because he has been running the entire game. The right wing for Civics, the number 11. Kambatu on the right wing for himself. He has Salazar next to him, but he chooses to cross. Juja trying to find him. Here's Kachivena finding John Doe. It's him, John Doe, and Hambira again. Hambira is following him. He's not going to let him go. Bakonja finding Juja. Juja's offside. Awilo will play on, but the linesman choosing to make that an offside call. Action, 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 end-to-end action between these two teams here at the Independence Stadium. I'm standing up right now. I normally sit down and do the commentary, but I'm standing up. The last time I was standing up was African Stars versus Ongos FC. Still, in my opinion, the best game of the season so far. Of course, 10-0 is a hard thing to not say that is the game of the season, but the 3-2 loss against Ongos FC for African Stars, in my opinion, was game of the season. Even though African Stars lost. And this seems to be an end-to-end 45 minutes between these two teams. The first 45 was really a game of frustration, especially for African Stars. Many first touches were off. Maybe the players weren't really warmed up, but it seems now in this second half they are dominating play. Tilongo and John Doe are the only two players really putting multiple chances under their. Here's Benson finding Kawanab. He will take the shot. My goodness. It is wide, but for a second there, it did look on target. Stiga just maybe putting up his hand in apologies for not closing down his player there. Kawanab. So here's Edmund Kambanda. Puts it into the box, finding Salazar, chesting it down for Stiga. Salazar! Yes! That is what I said. Salazar is a changed man. The game against Komas Nampol, he came on, he had an assist, and there was something that I saw in the way he was playing. There was something that I saw in the way he was playing in the last 20 minutes of that game. He had an assist. And today, versus a team in the bottom of the log, I imagined that maybe Salazar will have his moment in this game. And now he has taken it. He got the ball from Kambanda. Kambanda brought it up to the halfway line, crossed the ball in with his left foot. It was chested down from Salazar to Awilo. Awilo did the good thing by just giving it back to Salazar. And Salazar took a first-time shot to put it into the bottom right corner of the goal. It is 1-0 to African Stars. Salazar opens his account for the season. And there he goes, winning another foul. This man is a changed man, ladies and gentlemen. Awilo putting his assist tally to 3 in the season. He might want more assists. It's amazing that Awilo only has 3 assists this season. He does have 12 goals though. But 1-0 to African Stars, and that goal really is the goal that can really calm some nerves in the Stars dugout. Coach Bakera trusting his halftime substitution, and the substitute Salazar might have put his name in the back of the papers. Juja with the header. Oh, it's headed almost own goal like, but now it's given as offside, which is a mystery to me. But you could see the emotion. Kambatu was on the floor on his knees screaming to the heavens when that goal went in, because if you've been watching this game live, it has been tense between these two teams. You have to give it to Civics. They are not going down easy. They are dangerous. Usep finding Benson. Finding the shot coming in from Kachivena. I don't know how talented he is with his left foot, but he had space to take that shot. Almost a dangerous moment for Stars there. And as Stars are mounting up a substitution, I can see Javera coming on. We will confirm to you who will be the player coming off. If I know Coach Bakera, I believe it might be Lungu. Kambanda again trying to find Salazar. Kambanda is very good with that left foot. He's been doing well at that position in defense. I can't remember a bad game from Edmund Kambanda. And actually, it will be the substitution of Makonja coming off for Javera. So Coach Bakera may be looking for more defensive options in this game. Civics are also calculating a substitutions. Jagger, the number 18, is ready to come on, but we are just waiting for the ball to come out, to go out. Juja, he's there. Oh. But the ball too much for him, and as that ball comes out, the substitutes can be made. So for African Stars, number 27 will leave the pitch. That's Bakera. Sorry, the number 27 for African Stars, Bakonja, will come off for Javera, and Jagger, the number 18, will come off for the number 28, Benson. Jagger is an attacking midfielder, so he is up front with John Doe. So Coach Zimmer in the Civics dugout is not letting go of this game. He's not thinking defensively, he's thinking attackingly. So Civics are still, they still have fire in them. Lungu, Kambanda, Tisero just needs a little bit of a jog there, just to keep his legs warm, and he will kick that up, trying to find Kambatu. Willow headed on, almost finding Juja. An exciting game here, 1-0 to African Stars. A goal that really was a breath of an exhale of frustration for African Stars. And there is Jagger just trying to find John Doe, but rightfully so, Johnny is offside. There, I said it correctly now. Usep, good pressure there from the two players. Salazar trying to flick it on, but did not happen. Lungu, Salazar, can he flick it on? The ball is kicked almost into our commentary box. Maharero maybe coming back into the midfield as Njavera has gone to right back. So Maharero is back into the midfield with alongside Stiga. Another substitution for Civics. Another attacking substitution. As you all know, the number 9 is not a defender. The number 9 is a striker, and that is Maharero. Not to be mistaken for the number 6 for Stars. But Maharero coming on for John Doe Gasonu. John Doe doing well against one of the best defenders in the log, Charles Hambira. So a good showing for John Doe, the number 20. But he gives his place up for the number 9, who has just won a free kick, Maharero. Tall, big man. So Coach Zimmer is not letting go of this game. He has now 4 out-and-out attackers in Shilongo, Jagger, Maharero, and perhaps Kawanap, all looking for this all-important equalizer. The ball's in the box. The header's headed into the middle of the box, and Lungu clears it acrobatically. Kifas. Usep puts it back into the box, but Desiro wants to also wants to play. He hasn't been doing much in the second half. To be a good clean sheet if African Stars can keep the game as it is. Maharero, good header of the ball, but the referee may be deeming that wrongfully as a foul. I don't certainly see that as one. But it's these free kicks that allow Civics to get back into the game. It only takes one opportunity. The header on, and Desiro didn't like that. He didn't like that, and he's asking Maharero. No. It looked like Desiro might have done something with his hand. He was right to ask Maharero, why did you clatter into me after everybody knew I was going to collect the ball? It seems Maharero did not like the way. It seems Desiro did not like the way Maharero might have lifted up his foot. And when Maharero was trying to stand up, Desiro might have done something with his hand that looked like a punch. The referee started to move closer. He had his hand in his pocket, but that is a yellow card. That is a yellow card to Tisiro. Nothing more than that. It was just a collision between two players, and as Tisiro was asking for why Maherero had so much aggression, the referee saw something that leads up to a yellow card for the goalkeeper. So luckily, African Stars not put down to 10 men, and there is now a yellow card to another Stars player, and that might be Haimbira for time wasting. So 3 yellow cards for 3 African Stars players, 1 yellow card to Civics. We are not going to call it ill discipline. It's just the motion of what this game is. It's a very hotly contested game. Both teams really want it, and Salazar really wants it, and he wins a corner for Stars. Coach Marvin Bakera here on the touchline telling his defense to maybe switch positions. I think he's telling Haimbira to really be the central defender that is covering and not stopping, because he is on a yellow card. So maybe Edmund Kambanda is now the stopper in that defensive pairing. Kambatu doing well to beat his player, puts the cross in. Salazar! He put it on his thigh just to control the ball, but he didn't have time to wrap his foot around it. Missed opportunity. Kambatu doing very well again to find that cross. A very good outlet there on the right wing, as always. And just for clarification, a center defender can be a stopper or a coverer. Players like Lasano Martinez that plays for Manchester United is a stopper. These are the players that really come into the attacking plays from the opposing team and stop whatever they're doing. And a coverer is somebody that waits for the play to happen and then maybe cleans up behind play. Is really the last man in defense, the coverer. So maybe Charles Ambira now with that yellow card will become the coverer, and Edmund Kambanda will be the stopper, really marking the players. Substitution for Stars, the number 29 and the number 24 coming on. That is Kwezi. Coming off for Kambatu and Juja. So Juja and Kambatu leaving the game. And that is Kwezi. We'll find the number 29. I apologize for that, but Kwezi has entered the game. Kwezi, a very young player who lit up the beginning of the season with some of his performances. His left foot is very smart. Coach Bakera just telling Lungu to stay back, even though the fast man Shilongo, the speedy Shilongo, is not really on him. But Lungu does need to watch Shilongo because he is quick. Javera clearing the ball, finding nobody, and the ball comes back into his area. Javera, there he is. I call him Slow Poison, and he kicks it out for the throw-in for Civics. Slow poison is somebody that is quick, but he's slow, but he's quick. Throw-in comes in, and it's a little bit dangerous. Stiga had to clear it, he didn't. And the ball comes from Javera, he does clear it enough, but the shot still comes in and safely blocked away from Maharero. Civics are really trying to mount these attacks. That Agro clearance is not good enough. Shilongo! Shilongo. Why? Coach Zimmer, I mean, if we could have our camera on him, he walked, you know that how you walk fast? With his hands in his head saying, why player? Why Shilongo? Could you have not put that shot on target? He had time. The Agro clearance from Hambira fell to Shilongo. Shilongo made a touch to go to his right, but he kicked the ball over. Very, very tense moment there for African Stars, as the equalizer was almost scored by Shilongo. But here is Awilo and Lungu. Good pass there from Shilongo, trying to find Maharero, but tackled good from Kambanda. Kambanda really needs to get a round of applause here for his defensive prowess. Another foul throw, and I think that one was real. Shilongo with a foul throw. That is the 5th foul throw of the game. I should tell the referees maybe after the game how many foul throws they counted. That's number 5. Kambanda. Seven minutes of additional time will be added to this game. We are looking now like the English Premier League. 7 minutes it is, but there was a few ups and downs, stoppages in the second half. So the referees got that correct. Salazar fighting well. He keeps the ball in. He might want to win the corner, or is he going to do well? I also do that move when I play soccer. He was trying to put the ball into the legs of the defender, through the legs of the defender like a junkie to get the ball behind him. But he wrapped it around the wrong leg. He could have won the corner, which would have given the Stars players a time to regroup. Hambira. Kambanda making a foul, and he's given a yellow card, which I don't think is deserved. He's really had a clean game so far, Edmund Kambanda. So that yellow card is more clinical than anything. But in my book, I would maybe give my man of the match to Edmund Kambanda, because what he's been doing in the left side of central defense has been quite excellent today. He does, although, give a free kick away to Civics in a dangerous area. Shilongo can do well to put it in the box. Ooh. And that is a header away from Javera, doing very well. He did header that out, but it might have touched another Civics player. And it is a throw-in to Stars in these last 5 minutes of the game. A hard-fought 3 points against Civics. Maharero. Salazar almost getting that ball, but Haitembu was the first on it. And if the game does stay this way, Stars will sit on 35 points. And as I said before, The game between Komas Nampol and Ongos FC will be one to watch. I am sure the Stars, the ball is crossed in by Awilo trying to find Salazar. But a very good header out there. The game between Komas Nampol and Ongos FC will be a game that even the African Stars coaching staff will be watching just to see who is that team that will really challenge them in the title pursuit. And Blue Waters versus Chula Chula is another game, because if Blue Waters win that game, Blue Waters will really be a team to put their foot down and say, hello, Jalaplatni Onsi, you guys are not talking about us, but we are third now in the log. Please watch out for us. So please watch Blue Waters versus Chula Chula and Komas Nampo versus Ongos FC. Two results that are quite important for the title defense of African Stars. The header on is good, but Desiro is even better. Might be a substitution for Stars in these closing stages. Salazar doing well. Salazar doing well. Now it's not going to be a foul to African Stars. It will not be a foul to African Stars, but Salazar was bumped there unnecessarily in the face, if I might add. He did well to put pressure on the defender. Have to give your hats off to Salazar. It's a good tactic to waste time. If he's legitimately hurt, it's unfortunate. So there is a substitution for African Stars, as Awilo will be leaving the game for Mutu, the number 19. African Stars really just giving their star man a rest. He has an assist. He's always involved. Willie Stefanus is. He's even coming off the pitch saying that Chilongo is telling him that he's wasting time. And Awilo is talking to the coach of Civics saying, Coach, am I wasting time? Asking Mr. Zima if he's wasting time. So Awilo all smiles for the man who put the assist to Salazar. And Mutu, the number 19, coming on for him. He's on the ball now. And he wins, or he concedes a foul. And in these last seconds of this game, Civics will take all the free kicks and set pieces that they can. These are tense moments here for the Red Army on this Friday evening at the Independence Stadium. The ball is put back into the back post. It's headed out, but the chance will come again for Kawanab to put it in, but that is very tame for Desiro. Desiro is on the yellow card, so he doesn't want to lie down with the ball for too long. And if you've been watching since the start of the game, please comment on who you believe the man of the match is for African Stars. I believe it's Edmund Kambanda. The goal was scored by Salazar, but Edmund Kambanda has had a very commanding presence in the back line for Stars. Charles Hambira has also done very well. He put in a very, very good tackle on John Doe that almost saved a goal. And there's another free kick given to African Stars, and I believe that is the game. 3 points on the horizon for the Dipmarine champions. We will of course have post-match interviews with Coach Bakera and Ronald Kativere Stiga. I will have to ask Stiga about his 2 very good balls that Kambatu might have put in very good crosses in, but 2 of the best passes of the game were passed by Stiga. Mahara is going to shoot. He's going to maybe try and shoot again. But he loses the ball, and the ball finds Stiga. Kambanda. Missed time pass there from the man of the match. He needs to clean up now because Shilongo is trying to find that cross. Shilongo slips. Kambanda cleans up. And that is a clean, or a rather dirty, 3 points by African Stars. They have won the game 1-0, and the Red Army can celebrate in satisfaction, because 3 points at the end of the day is the most important stat. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Emmanuel Inkara. This has been a live broadcast by African Stars, live on Facebook and YouTube. Please stay tuned for the post-match interviews. It has been a pleasure. Stay tuned.
High Economic Intelligence is an independent research entity specializing in economic and financial services. To find out more about our services, contact us